Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our English speaking podcast. Today, we are going to talk about something that is a part of our daily lives but also a great way to practice speaking English. Making plans with friends. Think about it, every week we make plans. Maybe it's going out for dinner, watching a movie, celebrating a birthday, or even just meeting at a cafe to catch up. Making plans sounds simple, but when you do it in English, it can sometimes feel a little tricky. So, today we will explore useful phrases, expressions, and even some cultural tips to help you feel more confident when you make plans with your friends. Starting the conversation. When you want to make plans, the first step is starting the conversation. Here are some simple phrases you can use. Are you free this weekend? Do you want to hang out tomorrow? What are you doing after work? For example, hey Sarah, are you free on Saturday? I was thinking we could go shopping. Notice how natural and friendly it sounds. You don't need complicated words, just keep it casual and clear. Suggesting an activity. Once you have opened the conversation, the next step is to suggest what you want to do. Here are some ways to do that. How about going to the movies? Do you want to try that new pizza place? Let's go for a walk in the park. For example, are you free tonight? How about going to the new cafe downtown? The phrase how about is very useful because it makes your suggestion sound polite and friendly. Accepting the plan. Now, let's say your friend likes your idea. How do you accept the plan? Sure, that sounds great. Yeah, I would love to do. Perfect, let's do it. For example, how about watching a movie this Friday? Sure, that sounds great. What time? Notice how adding a question like what time helps move the conversation forward. Changing or adjusting plans. Of course, sometimes plans doesn't match your schedule. You might need to change or adjust them. Here are some polite ways to do that. I can't on Friday, but I'm free on Saturday. That day doesn't work for me. How about next week? I love to, but I already have plans. Maybe another time. For example, do you want to go out tomorrow? I love to, but I already have plans. How about Sunday instead? This way, you are not just saying no, you are keeping the conversation positive and showing interest in meeting later. Confirming the details. One important step people often forget is confirming the details. It avoids confusion. You can ask, so what time should we meet? Where exactly are we meeting? Should we book a table? For example, okay, so we are meeting at 6 p.m. at the Italian restaurant, right? Confirming the details makes sure everyone is on the same page. Canceling plans politely. Sometimes life happens and you have to cancel. In English, it's important to sound polite and sincere. You can say, I am really sorry, but I can't make it today. Something urgent came up. Can we reschedule? I don't feel well. Can we do it another time? For example, I'm really sorry, but I can't make it to dinner tonight. Can we reschedule for next week? A polite cancellation keeps your friendship strong. Cultural tip. Here an interesting cultural note. In many English speaking countries, being on time for plans is very important. If you are running late, even by 10 or 15 minutes, it's polite to send a quick message like, Sorry, I will be there in 10 minutes. This shows respect for your friend's time. Practice exercise. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick practice. Imagine your friend asks, Are you free this weekend? How would you respond? You could say, Yes, I'm free. How about going to the park? Or you can say, No, I am busy on Saturday, but I am free on Sunday. Do you want to meet then? Try saying these sentences out loud. The more you practice, the easier it will feel. So, today we learned how to make plans with friends in English. We looked at starting the conversation, suggesting activities, accepting or changing plans, confirming details, and even cancelling politely. Remember, making plans is not just about the words, it's about showing your friends that you value their time and enjoy spending time together. That's all for today's episode. Thank you for listening and don't forget to practice these phrases with your own friends. The more you use them, the more natural they will sound. See you in the next episode.